I thought the benefits at my last job were good. They said we got 20 days off a year. They meant 10 weekends.
Right after I moved to the West Coast, my friend Ron, who lived back in Virginia, started bugging me to do some hiking with him. Now, aside from Girl Scouts, I'd only gone on one major hike in my life, and it was awful. I didn't bring enough water, it was hot, the hike was hard, so I didn't think hiking was my thing. But after more bugging, Ron convinced me to meet him in Vegas, and we'd drive over to Zion National Park. We'd hike for a couple days. It turned out I had a gig on the way home in Vegas from the hiking trip, so it would work out. The thing with the gig, though, was that it didn't pay well, and they weren't giving me a hotel room. I was very broke at the time, and I wasn't sure how I'd be able to pay for a hotel room, but I decided to go on the hike anyway. So we met in Vegas at the hotel, New York, New York, and Ron let me crash in his room for the night, because of course I had no money. The next morning, we went down to the garage to get our cars, and mine was broken into. Someone had pried open a window and grabbed a couple of bags. Most of the stuff they took was like motor oil and general car crap, but they did get my electronic Rolodex. I had just gotten it as a gift from my sister when I moved to California, and I had all my comedy contacts in there, so I was really, really upset. After filling out the report with the hotel, though, I decided to continue the trip to the park. I was really depressed, but I just thought there was nothing else I could do about my car break-in, so I might as well stick with my plans. It was a 4-hour drive, and just as we were entering the park, I got a phone call. It was the security staff from New York, New York. They found my bag, yay, with my Rolodex. He said my business card was in there, so he thought he'd just give me a call. I was thrilled. Good news. Yeah, he said I could come by and get it anytime. Then I had an idea. I knew I needed a place to stay in 4 days when I did that gig. So I said, well, I live in LA. Vegas is like a 5-hour drive. Can you put me up in your hotel? The security guard said, no way, we're booked. I said, come on, my car was broken into in your hotel. I can't possibly drive to and from LA in 1 day, like I really was going to do. After a few minutes of back and forth, I won. I got a free night. I said I'd be there in 4 days. So after our hiking trip, I drove back through Vegas, got my stuff, stayed for free, did the gig, and went home. Yeah, the takeaway from this is I believe in my heart that things always work out. Sometimes we don't know how it's going to happen. We just have to trust that it'll be fine. This is especially true now. I don't know how this is going to play out, but I'm trusting that it'll work out fine in the end. And quite frankly, there's not much more we can do right now anyway, but trust that it's going to work out. I've done plenty of worrying in these past few weeks, and that really hasn't gotten me anywhere, so I might as well just trust and let this go. That's it for this episode. Thanks for listening. Feel free to check out my website, theworklady.com. This is Jan. Take care and enjoy your journey.